Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of amendment number 80. Cut taxes or reduce services. That's often the dilemma we face during budget week. But there's a third option: close loopholes. There's one such loophole that allows corporations earning profits here in Massachusetts to use offshore tax havens to avoid paying their share of state corporate taxes. It's estimated that Massachusetts could recoup as much as $79 million each year by closing this corporate tax loophole, known as the water's edge loophole. That's money that could be spent to buy new engines for the MBTA, expand early childhood education programs, or be returned to our cities and towns in the form of local aid. Closing this loophole would ensure that multinational corporations doing business in Massachusetts would no longer be able to dodge state taxes by funneling profits to shell companies located in places like the Cayman Islands, Luxembourg, Bermuda, or Hong Kong, where they pay little or no tax. A basic principle of taxation is fairness. If a U.S. corporation earns a portion of its income here in Massachusetts, then it should pay its fair share of corporate tax on that portion, just like any other Bay State business. We already apply that same logic to corporations with subsidiaries in other states. Massachusetts is one of a majority of states to have already adopted combined reporting. That's because if income is earned in Massachusetts, the profits should be taxed under Massachusetts law, even if the money is held elsewhere. Closing the water's edge loophole for income booked to offshore tax havens is a logical extension of that practice. The core principle should be the same, whether the profits are earned in Duxbury, Delaware, or the Duchy of Luxembourg. And I want to be clear about one thing. No job was ever created by shifting profits to an offshore tax haven. If anything, this practice costs U.S. jobs. In states that have already closed the water's edge loophole, there is no economic evidence that it has deterred growth or investment. Now, some tax policies can only be addressed in Washington, D.C., but this is one loophole we can fix right here in Massachusetts. It's time to end the dash to stash offshore cash and let creativity flourish in the marketplace, not in the tax code. This amendment has been filed as a standalone bill and drawn support from more than 50 of my colleagues of both parties and all political stripes. Whatever differences Democrats and Republicans may have on tax policy, we can all agree that taxes should be applied fairly. Manipulating the tax code to protect a special interest tax gimmick, essentially a form of legalized money laundering, benefits only the select few at the expense of the rest of us who play by the rules. However, Mr. Speaker, after speaking with the chairman and given the significance of this issue and the need for a full hearing, at this time I respectfully withdraw my amendment. Thank you.